hands!
This video will outline the major concerns to be aware of in our efforts to supply our customers with quality sliders from Fab 2. The video will help in understanding many of the proper procedures. However, it is most important that all employees in this area read and understand the MPIs and PCNs, as well as the other bulletins and memos that relate to Pico head manufacturing. Also note that operator certification is required before performing these procedures without supervision. We'll first identify some terms or names of items we use in these procedures. These are called sliders. They're part of a hard drive assembly and read information off of a disk drive. They come to us in this format where they are separated and automatically loaded into these tubes. This is a Pico Tube. It comes in two halves, a top and a bottom. The bottom has a groove or channel cut down the center between two walls. The top has several long holes called windows to view the sliders in the channel. This is a lock cap. 5 of these fit on top of every tube to hold the two halves together and prevent the sliders from falling out. This is a stop. It fits through the tube top window and rests in the channel where the sliders are placed. It is held in place by a stop cap. As our cartoon friends have shown, the most important points we want you to know are proper procedures for identifying our sliders that want to hold hands, which we call sticky sliders. Another important point we will cover is to identify faulty practices that result in sliders falling out of the tube into the ESD shipping bag. Other concerns we will cover include gaps between sliders and stops, overlapping sliders, non-flush tube ends, slider defects, and tube defects. Tubes that house Pico head sliders come in two pieces, a top and a bottom. The first step is to do a visual inspection of the pieces. You'll be looking for obvious scratches, burrs, or other defects capable of detection by the human eye. The bottom piece should have a clean, unobstructed slider channel. The opening at the end of the bottom piece is called the input entrance. This is where the sliders are deposited by the automatic sorter. This entrance should be clear from any obstructions or defects that would prevent slider heads from entering. The walls that form the channel in the bottom piece should also be free from defects to allow easy access and movement for sliders. Once a bottom tube has passed visual inspection, the next operation is to test the slider channel with a Pico test block. This device is the width of a Pico slider and can be used to slide along the channel. The idea is to see if the test block slides smoothly. If the block catches or hesitates on a bump, a burr, or a scratch, the tube should be rejected. If the tube passes the block test, the next operation is channel cleaning. Take a small, clean cleaning cloth or wad and soak with isopropyl alcohol. Also, squirt some alcohol halfway down the channel. Use the cleaning wand. Place the wand at a 45-degree angle on one side of the channel wall. Wipe the cloth along the full length of the channel. Once you reach the end, alter the wand to another 45-degree angle on the opposite channel wall. Wipe back the other direction the full length of the tube. If the cloth shows signs of dirt, take another cloth and repeat the full cloth cleaning operation. Be sure to discard the cloths in the proper container designated for chemical waste. The next step is another inspection, but this time a microscope is used. The microscope is set at 10 times magnification. The first critical part to inspect is the input channel entrance. It should be clear of burrs and scratches or obstructions that would interfere with slider entry and movement. Rotate the end slightly under the scope to cover every possible angle. This is a sample of a defective channel entrance. Next, check along the entire length of the channel bottom and sidewalls for any similar defect. The possible defects include chips, scratches, blisters, burrs. These defects could cause damage to the slider or obstruct slider movement. The defective tubes are placed in the appropriate bins or cart.